Welcome back to Gaijin Hideout. I'm Jeff. With me as always is Jesse, and this is more Dragon's Dogma 2. So today, Jesse, we have the Trickster Vocation Gameplay Spotlight trailer has just dropped.
Oh, yeah, this is one I'm especially interested in.
Yes.
Just because it seems extraordinarily trolly, Jeff, and you know I love that.
Yeah, so this is the one we're probably the least familiar with. IGN did a more in-depth breakdown of this in an older video that we actually haven't looked at yet for spoiler reasons. So we're going to react to, we were waiting for the gameplay, just the gameplay highlight to come out. We're going to react to this. So we may be a little ignorant on some of how this works. And then we're going to get into it shortly after with the IGN reaction video. Reaction to that IGN breakdown in a later video. But just a quick recap on the vocations. We've gone through, this is like the last vocation unless they do a warfare highlight as well.
Okay, yeah.
These were the old classes for Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. You had your basic, your advanced, and your hybrids. We've been through all of the parallels for all of these and everything. Mm-hmm. And so now we're for Dragon's Dogma 2, you have the 4 basic vocations, and then you have the 5 advanced ones that includes these 3 hybrid ones, and this is the last of the hybrid ones, Trickster. That's
like a belly dancer amongst all these guys. What's going on here?
Yeah, that's the first thing that jumps out is it looks absolutely amazing. So, like at least stylistically,
I love their, like, cool ass little incense balls too.
I know. It looks really okay.
Right, so I guess these guys, this class has its origin in this desert area, if these outfits are to be believed.
Well, theoretically, I mean, this could just be like a cultist, from the.
It could be. Yeah, good point.
From the human realm, but this.
That's fair, Jeff. Yeah.
These 3, they do look, there's a bit more of a skew towards a desert aesthetic here. Mm-hmm. So it says, a vocation exclusive to the Arisen, the Trickster can conjure illusions through the smoke created by its unique weapon, the Censer. The Tricksters can use illusions to deceive enemies into fighting against their own. They also have the ability to temporarily increase the power of pawns beyond their limits.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting.
And debuffing, kind of.
Yeah, plus that, I want to see how dynamic the tricking the monsters into fighting each other gets. Can you do it to a boss?
I know, yeah.
Is there a point?
That's a great fucking question.
Can you make 2 bosses fight each other? That's a great question.
God, can you imagine that 2 griffins going at each other?
Yeah. So
I don't know. I mean, I'm used to these classes, these the mind control class or whatever. I'm used to these being totally and utterly worthless when it comes to boss fights. So hopefully not.
Yeah. So let's just get into it. Let's see what we're dealing with there. Okay. All right, what's this? Okay, this looks like a decoy.
Okay, yeah. That's interesting. Oh my God, they're all going for the decoy.
So how does that work? Is that let me back this up. Let me speculate here. So because he did it was like a 2-step.
He did something else. Yeah,
it was a 2-step process. He set this up, and this guy's still swinging at him. That guy looks like he's jumping after something. I don't know. It almost looks like he has to activate it to where they're now drawn to this.
Yeah.
Do you see that as soon as he activated that, they stopped?
He did some kind of move where either he drew them towards the decoy or he made himself invisible. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but something's going on. We got some field manipulation.
So I guess the strategy would be you place where you're going to manipulate them to, and then you activate this, trance on them where they think you're over there, and then you send them there. So it's very
seems to be the case.
Very specific. Interesting. Oh, and it's not very long.
No, but it looks like it's really quick to set back up again.
And he just afflicted that guy with something, and then they started attacking him, I think. Is that what happened there?
I don't know. Let's look at that again. I'm not sure.
Okay, I don't know if he afflicted him with something here. This guy's just jumping back, it looks like.
Okay.
But he did lock onto him, it looks like, because I see the same mist here. And now they're all attacking him.
Interesting.
How did that...
Yeah, and you can kind of tell when they're afflicted. They've got that, mist glow around their heads,
Yeah, Yeah, it's almost like that's the target, that's the mark, and they're
Yeah.
like, you know, going berserk after them. You know, presumably they're not aggroed, but you know. Okay. Okay, that was a buff. You can see the pawns are buffed now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Looks pretty
like
cool,
a
by the
strength
way.
buff or something.
Looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Like all the buffs in the game, like they have a cool way, like with how the energy like clings to your armor, the pawn's armor and stuff like that. I like that. Okay, nothing special there. Okay, whoa. Okay, okay. Hold on. A
Wait,
second.
what the fuck?
There's a lot going on.
Hold on.
So we've seen this.
Hold on.
Sort of. I saw. So somehow he made the dummy out there.
Well, maybe that's the astral projection thing.
We did see him astrally project at one point.
I don't know.
And I guess presumably maybe you can leave it here as a focal point.
Yeah, well, he just set up like a fucking bridge that I'm guessing he can actually walk on. Or I'm not sure. Can he walk on that, or is that just going to trick them? Okay, never mind. Holy shit.
Wait a minute. No
That is
way.
fucking crazy. Okay, I was using D&D logic for a second there, but holy shit.
That's an actual gameplay mechanic? You could trick them into jumping off a cliff?
Oh, there's a path here. Surely.
What? Oh, that's so good, dude. That's so funny.
Oh, wow.
My God. You're kidding me. Or are they
That's amazing.
Are they going after this guy specific? Well, but like, why would you put this here? You
I
know?
don't know. Let's see how the rest of this scene plays out. Is there anything more to this?
I'm gonna back it up just so we can kind of let's pay attention to what the enemies are doing right here when they start attacking him initially. Okay, they're throwing shit at him, and then they just all run into.
Yeah, I guess that's it. He tricked him into thinking there's actually a path there, that they can actually get to that decoy, and so they just fucking kill themselves.
You know what it might be? It's like you're laying different parts down of an alternate reality, you know? It's almost like if you're like building a house, like in a crafting mode or something, you're crafting a reality here. So this is to shift their focus. This is to make them okay with like being on this part of the, you know, this is to make them move here maybe or something, you know?
Yeah.
When they wouldn't normally.
That's so fascinating.
That's my guess. You guys probably know more than us if you've seen the other videos for this, but we're just going off of gut instinct here. So let us know what you think of this, or if you know better.
So now he's just doing the same thing, but it's a giant fucking wall, and they had to go around that. Did you see that?
Oh wow!
Dude. So that's not actually there, right? Like the trickster could just go right through that.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
So interesting. I mean, you could
have pawns, right? That could just run through this and fuck them up. But
dude, that is fantastic. You could create like imagine you're in a cave and you just create a fucking choke point. Like you and the mage are hanging out, just totally behind this thing, launching spells and shit.
Yeah,
and all your melee got, you know, like there's so many interesting combinations you could do with this kind of ability.
Or I could see it's like you're a trickster. You're not like the most physical guy. You're in a cave. You get ambushed by like enemies. Right. You can get away, and it delays them, and then it buys your pawns time presumably you travel with a warrior or something to like move forward and attack them.
This is going to be like my favorite. I don't know if it'll be my favorite class to play necessarily, but it's definitely going to be one of my favorite to pair with the Warfarer class, I feel like.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I wonder
how utility shenanigans you can get up to. That's kind of nuts.
I wonder how much of a stamina hog he is compared to the sorcerer or
good point.
You know, the even the magic archer, Mystic Spear Hand. That's going to be really interesting with these like hybrid ones to see like like how much each class uses of like stamina for various attacks, especially for that warfare stuff. Interesting. What? Did he make him think he's dead? What happened there?
I give him a heart attack? What's going on?
That is wild. Is that maybe just a straight up attack that he has?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that actually did damage or not. If that just stunned him.
That was so badass. Did you see how the camera shifted it and everything? Look at that.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say that's not an attack. It's just a thing that like stuns the enemy, knocks him down. Because we know how vulnerable they are when they go to the ground like that. You know, when all their defenses are dropped.
That's true. We just watched the Griffin fight from the IGN gameplay, and we were noticing like when they're stunned, they just start getting like health shaved off of them. Oh, and you know what I see here? Look, he set up a little astral projection over here. So that's why it bought him time. It bought him time to do that. Look, he's going in after this guy. You see that? And he's back here winding up. And then, wow. Yeah.
Oh, this is very interesting, Jeff.
Maybe it does like damage directly to the stagger meter or something, you know? Like,
I don't know. That could be the case.
But yeah, that would be so like to get a free like downed on like a boss like that.
That is huge.
That you can wind up.
So fucking huge.
And you can delay, you know, I'm assuming he's back so far because it's got like such a long reach, and also he probably had to wind up a lot for that. That was a huge looking move. So
yeah, and they didn't even show the start of it. It looks like he just cut in right as he was finishing the wind up.
Yeah. So I mean, that's. Now that we know how much health you can flay off of bosses when they're downed like that, it's like that.
That's
in the first
a huge
one,
advantage. If you have somebody on your team that can do that and just like, okay, yeah, we'll just finish you off. Thanks.
That's so interesting. So interesting. Okay. Well, overall, you know, this would normally not be a class I would want to play. I'm not sure I'm sold on playing it. But I'm not opposed to him being in my party. That's for sure.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same camp. I don't know if I want to play just like a straight up, you know, buff, debuff, you know, confuse. I don't know what you call it, confuser type class, whatever. But the utility on this fucking guy is insane. And if you can swap to him quickly, you know, let's say you're doing a little warfare run or whatever. That is so interesting. So interesting.
One thing I'm curious about is I feel like this is just me. I'm totally guessing here. You know how like, you know, it's already been kind of confirmed from like the IGN videos we've reacted to and stuff that it's like, okay, you can really go swing way out of your league, like go somewhere where you're way under leveled and, you know, just kind of slug it out. I wonder if this is like the best class for that. Like you could get the farthest in the game under leveled with like stuff like this where you're manipulating the enemies against each other. And off cliffs.
Interesting. Is this going to be the speedrun class?
Is this the speedrun class? Yeah. Is this the cheat? You know, because all of those are cheese strats, man. Like these first two.
Absolutely.
Like imagine you're just like you're so under leveled that any hit from
you just run to the end of the game.
Could you? I mean, could you? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, Jeff.
This might be the speedrun class. You guys will have to let us know what you think in the comments, though. Give us your opinions on this. Yeah, it's so interesting. But I'm not sure I would like to play it yet.
No, yeah, and again, I think I'm definitely in that same camp. I want one on my team for sure, but we'll see.
You'll see. That I will say that this is doing a lot of favors for the class. Where was it? The luring them off the bridge thing. That is so genius that they.
Now that is like the fun bullshit I love. Like, if there's a lot of that, okay, maybe I do want to play this. You know, if I'm going to convince enemies to kill themselves in the most ridiculous way possible, okay, well, I'll think about it.
Because that's what everybody likes from these games from the get-go.
Yeah.
You know, like especially these open world action RPG games or adventure games is like the goofy, like cheesy shit that you can pull off, you know, and to like officially make that part of like this guy's moveset. That's really cool that they did that. So even if
he cheats, that's his moveset.
Even if I don't like this, you know, or I decide not to play as this, it's still in the back of my brain. Like, oh, maybe when I'm done with my first playthrough and I like want to go back and do another one, maybe I'll just like do a
solo trickster run,
solo trickster run, you know, and just see, can I cheese an ogre or a cyclops into like falling to their death? That's the dream.
Well,
right?
I mean that is one of the benefits of, you know, we've seen how much of this game now, and it's all very like, oh, that's a long way up and that's a long way down. You know,
there's a lot of verticality. There's a lot of verticality. Oh my god, that would be so funny. the clippability of this character is pretty high. I will say. So. Well, on that note, thank you for watching our reaction to this Trickster Vocation Spotlight. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with like our take on it, or are you particularly Trickster inclined?
Do you want to play as this class? I'm curious.
Yeah, for sure. And hey, drop a like on the video. It helps us out. If you're new here, we'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. We stream video games. That's our main thing. And we love JRPGs, action RPGs, and especially Dragon's Dogma. Right now, we're live streaming my first Let's Play of Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen every Saturday. 3 p.m. EST time. My voice is going. And we will, of course, be streaming Dragon's Dogma 2 when it comes out. So we'd love to have you join us to chat. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.
See you.